Hi guys, John here from Kenya Online College, and also called Mr. Internet by the way, and that's because on this channel we keep talking about how to make money online, and specifically we know that there are so many opportunities that the internet has created for us. Gone are the days when you had to work somewhere in an office, maybe do a business somewhere for you to make a living. Today with the internet, a lot has changed, and that includes today there are so many jobs you can do online, either as a main thing or even as a side hustle. The purpose of this channel, if you are here for the first time, is to share that information, that knowledge about the opportunities that are there on the internet and how you can make money online, whether you're going to be doing it part-time or you are going to be doing it full-time. So welcome. In this video, and in this particular video, we want to talk about how to make 500 shillings. So we want to make 500 shillings, 500 shillings in a day online. Some of you have been asking, I don't want to make a lot of money, I just want to start with 500 guaranteed. I want to do that as a side hustle, and what I'm looking for is not much, I just want 500 shillings. So exactly what can you do if you want to make 500 shillings a day online in Kenya today? Watch this video. I'm going to be sharing some of the easiest opportunities, and some of them that you can expand and make more than 500 shillings over time. I hope that by the end of the video you will be in a position to be able to make more money online, make 500, make more than 500. It all depends on your ambition. How ambitious are you? So welcome and watch this to the end. If you have been asking yourself or wondering how can you make 500 shillings online a day in Kenya today, welcome and watch this to the end. Now, the first way you can make 500 shillings per day online in Kenya is by writing articles for the web. Probably you have heard about writing, and one of the types of writing that we do online is writing articles. And when we say writing articles, we mean when you Google for something. If I were to explain it in very simple terms, when you Google for something, the information that you get from Google is not really put there by Google itself. Most of the time, it's not Google that will add that information there. The information there is put by guys like you, guys like me. By the way, I write a lot on the internet. You are going to find my name out there. It's one of the ways that I make money online myself. So if you are good in English, you can put together some information based on what people are looking for on the internet, and then you put it out there on our website. Or alternatively, you could be hired by website owners, people who run websites, write for them, and then they're going to be paying you. So you do some research, then you compile that information in a nice way, then you put it out there on the web, or you give it over to the client, the person who hired you to do that for you, to publish out there. They pay you for that. So it's an easy way. Actually, you can make 500 shillings, more than that, almost guaranteed every day if you are good enough, because most of the time the least people pay is 1 bob. So if you are going to write an article for 500 words, and most of the time we actually write 1,000 words and above, then that guarantees at least sharing 500 online each and every day in Kenya. So if you have some good grammar skills, you have some good English, you can help to make the internet a better place to be in terms of the information you have there, and be paid for that, be paid 500, be paid more than that by writing articles for the web. Maybe you may need to train first, or maybe, most of the time you need to be trained first. Otherwise, I know people who self-train, but at the end of the day, what you want is to learn how to write for the web, and then start getting gigs here and there. You'll be able to make 500 shillings per day online. If you can Google more, I also give you a link to our course about article writing here, so that you can see whether it will be interesting to you, and if you will be willing to do this part-time, or even later on full-time. So one of the ways of making money online is writing articles for the web. Explore that. The next way of making money online, 500 shillings per day, probably more, is by tutoring people. I don't know what you know. I think everyone is good in something in Kenya. Over time you could have learned how to make shaggy mat. You may have learned how to repair computers. You may have learned probably how to write books and sell them. You may have learned how to make people pass math. Basically, whatever skill you have, it's possible for you to make money from that skill, and I can guarantee you this: there are always people looking to learn new skills around the world. That will be your market. If you are a good math teacher, you could teach other math teacher how to, those top secrets that make your students to pass, how to make their students pass, and they'll be paying you for that. You can even teach people how to make soft chapatis. Kenyans, we love chapatis, and you are this person whose chapatis are very popular all over the place. People are looking for your chapatis all the time. They say if chapatis have not been made by you, then most likely it's not a good enough chapati. Now you can teach people those skills, and you'll be paid for that. It's all a matter of recording some tutorials. You can do small videos like this one. Otherwise, you can also write. You can write an ebook. You can even record a course, either a text course or even a full video course. Publish it online. There are so many platforms you can publish it through. Thinkific, Kajabi. There are so many of them, and people will be paying you. Once they pay you, you join them into the course. They run with you, and even doing live Zoom lessons by there is an option. And along the way, you are guaranteed to make 5 a day sharing, sometimes more than that. And the good thing about it is that you can even be making that money passively. So if you have pre-recorded the course, for example, pre-recorded the tutorial, for example, you can be telling people to pay, then you send them the tutorials via WhatsApp, even have them learn online, maybe on their own via platforms like Thinkific. They allow you to do that. So you don't have to be doing that physically every day. You don't have to do live Zoom each and every day. No. Pre-recorded, put it up there, and it's a good way of making money online, provided you do enough research and you know what course, what skill is in demand, and there are people, of course, are willing to pay for that. You are guaranteed 500, possibly more than 500 shillings online. You can even teach English to guys online. Yeah, music, keyboarding. You can teach a lot. So this is an easy one, guys, and it's one of the easiest ways of making 500 shillings online each and every day. It's called transcription. Transcription. Transcription is nothing else but typing. We type what is being said on videos. You see a video like this one. If you check down here, somewhere down here on the video, you'll see a text of what I'm saying. Okay, that has been done automatically by YouTube, but it's possible for you to do that commercially, manually. And what happens is people who run YouTube channels, people who do video tutorials. Remember, you talked about making video tutorials somewhere as a way of making money online by selling courses. Will hire guys to transcribe. To transcribe is basically to type what is being said, because there are people who are not able to hear. Other people get it better when they are watching and reading at the same time. So your work will be to listen to what is being said in a video, and then you're going to be typing that in terms of text. So all you need to do here is have some good typing skills. If you have some good typing skills, and you can listen out to what people are saying on videos, and then you put that down in a nice way. There are some rules definitely to follow. You should be able to make 500 shillings, possibly more. You will be working as a transcriber. You can do that. We have websites that offer those jobs. I'll be listing them down here, kinalev.com. We have Transcribe Me. We have so many of them that accept Kenyans, and it's a good way of making money online in Kenya. And not just money, 500, possibly 500 more than that online each and every day in Kenya. So again, consider being a transcriber if you want to make 500 shillings per day online in Kenya today. Another way you can make 500 shillings online in Kenya every day, probably more, is doing online surveys. Surveys are nothing else but questions. So you are given a list of questions, and then you are supposed to give answers. These questions could, for example, be questions on like how do people like a certain product. Companies do research even, and then they want feedback. They want to know how people taking their product. Are they happy? Are they annoyed that their products are not of good quality? They want to get that information from you. They want to hear from users, and they want to use that information to improve their product. So that kind of feedback, it could be even a research survey. Maybe they are doing some statistics on some statistical study on like a certain disease, certain lifestyles, certain preferences from the academic side of things. So there are so many questions. So basically surveys are nothing else but a list of questions that are in form of a form, an electronic form of course, and you're supposed to give answers. It's something that takes a short time for you. You could be doing surveys during your downtime. That is when you're taking tea, when you're in a mat traveling back home, when you're taking lunch somewhere, and you have your 10 minutes somewhere. Answer the survey, do the questions, and then from the information that you give there, you could end up making 500. The only problem I have with these jobs is that with this kind of hassles is that sometimes the surveys are not so many, and because so many people do them, sometimes it's not very easy to get enough questionnaires to be able to raise 500 shillings. However, it's an option. Over time, if you're able to register with some of the good sites, and I'll be giving you a list of the websites that you can try if you want to be doing surveys and even apps. If you're able to get a good one, it's possible to raise 500. However, the competition is tough, so you may need to keep that in mind if you are considering doing surveys. But that 100, that 200, that 300 shillings that you may get even and then could make a difference. So doing surveys is another way of making 500 shillings online in Kenya each and every day. This is for you if you know more than one language. You are a multilingual, that's what we call them. You can make 500 shillings every day by translating work. You can translate articles, you can translate documents, you can translate essays, you can translate basically any content that is put there on the web from one language to the next language, from Kiswahili to Portuguese, from Portuguese to Spanish, from French to English, from English to Kiswahili, from mother tongue to English. People need translators even and then, people who put content there on the web, and they want to reach more people. So for example, if somebody has done a sermon in French and they want to reach people who speak Kiswahili, people who speak your mother tongue, they will be looking for translators on websites like Upwork. There are so many of them out there that you could try your luck in. So your work will be to translate, listen out, and then type it in that other language, and you'll be paid for that. You could end up making 500 shillings, possibly more. Now, most of the companies that offer transcription work also offer translation work. So again, I'll be listing websites that you can try your luck in if you would be interested in doing translation as a way of making 500 shillings each and every day online in Kenya, as a side hustle, or even eventually as your main thing. Now, there is another way you can actually make money online in Kenya, and this is a fairly straightforward way, because what you are going to be doing is typing CVs. Writing CVs, curriculum vitae or listings for job seekers. It's something that I've seen my kid brother doing, and he's doing very, very well. So what he does is he will ask people who are looking for a job to give him their CVs, and he will promise to make them very, very good. So yeah, the guy is very good, by the way, in doing that. So his target market is job seekers, and all he does is make the CVs appealing to recruiters, and he will charge 1,000, sometimes 2,000. Sometimes he charges even $30 for a simple CV. So all he does is promote his services to job seekers, that is on YouTube, on social media, and that's all he does, and he's doing quite well. So you can learn how to do very good CVs for people, advise people, give them tips on how to secure jobs and charge for that. yeah, you can learn those skills on YouTube and start making money. So because there are so many people looking for jobs, and some of them will be told that they need to have very, very good CVs, you have a guaranteed market. So consider lighting CVs for job seekers as a way of making money online, and that I guarantee you will give you more than 500 shillings each and every day online in Kenya. We are still looking at ways of making money online in Kenya, and specifically making 500 shillings online in Kenya each and every day. And have you considered doing your own YouTube channel? Yeah, like this one. Once you do a good YouTube channel and you have gotten good following, you know, you have gotten good subscribers and people are watching your channel because you are doing good content, over time you can start earning from that. You can apply to Google to have ads, you know, possibly this one will have ads at some point. You could even start selling your own stuff from your YouTube channel. Maybe you have done tutorials and you want to promote them to people. A good way of making money, instead of just relying on ads on YouTube, is to promote those that content, that course, that book that you have, those songs that you have done. You know, maybe you have you are a musician and you have been doing some songs, you know, as a freelance, you know, for entertainment. There are so many things that you can actually sell on YouTube. So an easy way for people is doing ads, because you just apply to Google to give you advertisements, and once you have enough subscribers and you have enough watch hours on your channel, you'll be getting that approval. Otherwise, you can be selling your own stuff. You can even become a YouTube influencer, by the way, once you have a big following. So another making 500 and possibly more online each and every day is starting your own YouTube channel. Yeah, research, see which niche, you know, you could start in and start shooting videos. You don't have to do a Kenyan YouTube channel. You can do one that targets the Western world, you know, the European market, the Western market, that is the Americans. And once you have content that is relevant, content that people are looking for, people will be willing to pay you to be on your YouTube channel. So consider that too. It's a very good one, by the way. There are more options, and another good option for you is designing stuff, designing logos, designing brochures, designing cards, you know, business cards. There are so many things that people require design today. Designing covers for social media platforms, you know, designing profile pictures. There's a lot of designs that people require for businesses, for their own personal uses, you know, for branding purposes. You could be that guy who is paid to do logos for people. I think a logo, the least I've ever charged is 500. So if you're doing logos, for example, and you have a logo to do each and every day, that is 500 shillings for you. It all depends on how you market yourself. If you go ahead and you know, get better paying clients because they are there, like the foreign companies, you could end up making much more. Not just logos, doing brochures, doing banners. Banners you can charge 2,000, 3,000, sometimes you can charge even 5,000. It all depends on who is hiring you. Some of them require very good work, so they are there to pay you more. They are ready to pay you more. So another way of making money online is being a graphic designer, and you require to learn graphic designing software like CorelDRAW, Photoshop, Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator. All those will help you come up with whatever design people need, and a very good design for that matter. And it's another way of making 500 shillings online in Kenya each and every day. Now, if none of the previous ways of making money online in Kenya have appealed to you, and you're still wondering how to make 500 shillings online in Kenya each and every day, you have another option, and this is editing videos. Yeah, you see videos like this one. There is a bit of work in doing these videos. I'll first and foremost record it, then go sit on my computer and you know, edit it a bit. So editing means I remove the unwanted parts. I can combine some of the parts. I could work on the audio so that it is more clear. There are a bit of things here and there that you need to do before you publish a video. We call that video editing. If I have an option, I would hire someone to do that for me. Sometimes we do that. And when I hire the guy who does that for us, he will charge us 3,000 for a 10-minute YouTube video. So that tells you that if you could have some video editing skills and you're really passionate about video editing, you could make some good money online. And if we give that guy 10 videos in a month, and for every 10-minute video he's charging us 3,000, then that tells you that he has a cool 30,000 at the end of the month. So if you divide, that is more than 500 shillings each and every day. So learning video editing is not very hard. You just require to know which softwares to target. One of them is Adobe Premiere, is what I have used for this one. There's others which are a bit easier, Kina Filmola. Learn how to edit videos quickly, and you could end up making money. You can actually go to platforms like Fiverr and Upwork and advertise yourself as a video editor, and you could end up getting a lot of jobs, working for foreign companies as their video editor, and you could end up making much more money. I've met someone who works on Upwork as a video editor, and he told me that he is usually booked for 6 months in advance. So if you want him to edit a video for you, you would have to book him like 6 months in advance. So what are you waiting for? Learn video editing. Or if you're already a video editor, find out how you could advertise yourself on social media, on Fiverr and those other platforms, and see whether you could end up making some extra side cash on the working as a video editor online. So video editing for social media influencers, for YouTubers, can be a very good opportunity for you. Guys, we are still looking at how to make 500 shillings online in Kenya each and every day. And another easy way is by being a virtual assistant. A virtual assistant is nothing else but like a personal assistant. But this personal assistant is actually online. So you can look at a person as a virtual assistant as like a secretary, whose role is to help the person who has hired him or her with a variety of simple tasks. To do a variety of simple tasks. Examples include researching stuff. So if I wanted someone to help me research this video for me, I could have someone to do that. Handling emails for me, that is handling communication. Even answering telephone calls. Yeah, if I'm very busy, I could have someone to do that for me. That is online. Designing graphics is another simple task that people are hard to do. Posting on social media, preparing presentations. There are a lot of simple tasks that you could do. Even tweeting. People hire people to do that for them. This person is called a virtual assistant, a kind of a secretary. It's another one, especially if you have worked as a secretary previously, or if you are conversant with most of these, you can do most of these simple things. You can start marketing yourself online. You are good in social media, you are good in graphics, you are good in email, doing email, you are good in research. Consider advertising yourself as a virtual assistant on Upwork and so many other platforms that I'll be listing down here. And it could be another good way of making 500 shillings online in Kenya each and every day. Be a virtual assistant if you cannot be anything else at least. So there is yet another way that people usually forget, and this one is running a Jumia shop. If you sell some items, or if you sell some merchandise, let's say clothes, kitchenware, that is utensils, and stuff like that, shoes, you could be selling some, basically anything, machines, computers, whatever you sell, you should consider doing a Jumia shop. Because if you really want to make 500 shillings online in Kenya each and every day, by registering your items on Jumia, that is starting a Jumia shop, you start to make 500 shillings, possibly more. And that is because Jumia takes care of everything. They do the marketing for you, they will do the payments for you, they will handle the payments process for you. Yours is just to organize the delivery. So if I were selling some stuff myself, maybe I sell things like cameras, I sell spare parts, I sell some whatever, baby products, baby clothes, whatever it is, I could consider doing, starting a Jumia shop. And I guarantee you that if you have some good items and people are liking your prices, you are likely to make a profit of 500 shillings, possibly more each and every day online through Jumia. So opening a shop in Jumia is very easy. I'll consider doing a tutorial on how to open a Jumia shop a little bit later on, and it's something that you should explore. It's very easy, and you may start to make more than 500 shillings each and every day online with Jumia doing everything for you. The good thing about it is that at some point you may actually not need to have the physical shop. Once people start buying from Jumia a lot from you and they're happy with your product, they keep coming back, you may no longer need to have that physical shop. So people are doing it from home, by the way. So it's something that is very, very viable. It's something that can pay big. You only have to get started, and it's a good opportunity for you. So if you want to make 500 shillings each and every day online in Kenya each and every day, consider starting a Jumia shop. The last ways of making 500 shillings online in Kenya each and every day, we just talked about Jumia. What people don't know is that you can also sell on Gigi. You know Gigi? Yeah, the former OLX. I know people speak negative things about Gigi, but on the other hand, I also know people who are making serious cash. Yeah, selling on Gigi. So don't believe people. Actually, there was a time I was selling people's cars there on Gigi, and I would get some commission, by the way. Yeah, so it's a good website too if you know how to maneuver there. So if you are going to be opening a Jumia shop, also consider duplicating the same on Gigi. It might end up paying you well. So actually, you can even pay for ads. Gigi has that option. You can pay for ads there, whatever you are selling there. Ask people to give you their cars to sell for them. Ask people to give their houses to promote for them, and you may end up making a lot of money selling there by relying on ads, even normal ads, by the way, they do. Yeah, so it's another nice way of making some cash online. So guys, those are some of the easiest ways of making 500 shillings online in Kenya each and every day. By there are many other ways. You can be doing app testing. I think I'll mention something small about app testing in the description below the video here. App testing is nothing else, by the way, but testing applications. Before an application is put on Google Play Store, some of the developers need people to test them for them to see whether they're working properly. Yeah, it's a good way to testing websites to see whether the interaction is fine. Is an option to captioning is an advancement on transcription. If you are transcriber, the next stage is doing captioning, and maybe something that you can also consider doing, and you create captions this time instead of just transcribing, and we have rules to follow there. Even Forex, by the way, it is risky. Yes, doing Forex is risky, but again, if you know how to work your way around Forex trading, Forex platforms, and you're not very greedy, because that is where people lose money in, it's an option too. So doing e-commerce, by the way, promoting, getting some stuff, selling it on Facebook, selling it on Instagram, normal stuff, by the way, it's another. So you may not need to go back to school for you to start making 500 shillings online in Kenya each and every day. Most of the things that you can do, you can start with something very, very simple. Promoting people's houses on social media. So there are so many options, by the way. And I'll be listing platforms that you can consider for these other small jobs down here in the description in the video. There's an article, by the way, that describes all these. So possibly what I'll do, I just put the link to that article here and you read it. So I don't know why you are broke, and we have all these opportunities. So consider the above opportunities. Maybe you can ask me questions down there below the video, and I'll be willing to guide you. Otherwise, it's good luck from me and from the team here at Kenya Online College. I'm sure that over time you might come back here to comment and say that you started one of these that we said here, and you're now making 500, possibly more online in Kenya each and every day. Remember, it is the era of the internet, and being the era of the internet, if you know how to use the internet properly, there's no good reason why you should be able to be making a living out of the internet. So good luck and see you soon.